Hi, welcome to another video on my Raspberry Pi with LED play. And this part, as you can see on the video, is controlled by the Raspberry Pi 2 and C++. This by the Raspberry Pi 1 using Python, and the LED play is, as you have watched the previous episodes, not quite functioning as intended. Last time it turned out that the scope signaling was not corresponding to the output, which says that when there's an down flank or an upgoing flank, that should be visible in here in the output of the program, but it isn't. So the first thing that I'm going to do is check the code if all outputs are indeed printed out. And let me see here. It prints out one thing and not another thing, so let me see if I'm doing the correct thing. Let me run it, and that says the input state. And input state is GPIO 6. And as you can see here, the LEDs are working, but for some reason I don't get down flanks, which I should get. Let me concentrate on input state 31, which is GPIO 6. And let's go to 11. Input state 11 is GPIO 17. So we have to pay attention to 6 and to 17. But I don't see any down flanks or up flanks, so that is strange as well. And here it should be up and down. So let's end this run and see for the code. I will put this one here, just right above. Or does this make sense? We'll see. We'll see. Let's just start small, and then I have to go quite here. Compiling should be no issue, none at all. That's why. Let's now see what happens. It goes twice. And that's a bit odd, because if you look here, it reads on GPIO 6. So what if I put GPIO 6 here as well, and that is just experimenting and nothing else. So let me get here, copy, paste. And see again what happens, if anything. Because if things are only like this, okay, let's run the other program as well, which is here. Now it's influencing, and now I get signaling. And now I should see 31, which is GPIO 6, up and down. I should see differences now. Up, which is 1. Concentrating on 6. Up, but I don't see up here. And this is a problem with the timing, because I've started the program way before I started the Python. So I'm going to do one other thing. I cancel both. And then I'm going to start both again, soon after each other. So start, start. What do we see now? Down flank. But so the down flank is not visible. Let me start the program again. This output is all 0. Here it is 1 and 0, and I still have to watch six, and only 6. That goes up and goes down, and that is exactly what I want to see. So the problem that I've faced last episode was just a programming problem, and that means that I have to stop this one and it can take a little while. In the meantime, I will copy these lines as well. And now I have to make sure yes, then I do line by line. So now these are red this is still completely commented out, which I can, and if I can comment something out, I can comment it in as well, of course. And let me put those in. So at least now it should be quite alright, and have everything compiled again. And let's go and look at this, because now I have to watch 17 and 23. Do I see 17? No. Just one up. Here I want to see a flank up and down. Yes, no, that was 80. It is CPI 17 for 11. So I see it being 1 there. Here I see a 1. But why don't I see a 1 here? And the 23 as well. And this is quite hard to see. 23 is 16. And here I see flags, but I don't see them here. Although I see them being very thick at times, I don't see the flank. I have to assume that the big flank, the thick line, will be a 1, but it can just as well be a 0. I want to see the flank, and I do not see the flank here. So this is something that is not quite nice. Let's see to the other side. And here 31 is 31, as simple as that, and 16 is 16. No, that is not true. That is of course not true. Here it is the same, 31. See? Because let's face it. No. 31 is 6. But they're all 0 here. So I assume that I should put everything in here as well. Back to the RPi2 side. 23 is, I assume, up. It's up, 23 being 16, so input state 16 should be up then. Here, yes, it is up. 16 was up. So that is one thing I can conclude, that the software was not quite okay. And here you can see that everything goes, but just not LED play as I intend. At least by PI scope I know that the signals were right, and now using the signals I should be able to do some LED play. The only downside is that the software isn't working at the same time. Well, software is, but the sending of the inputs to the outputs, etc., outputs to the inputs, is happening when there is not being listened to, and that is a big problem. So I need to find a way to get them working at the exact same time. So I need to find somehow an instruction to make something work on the other board, and I'm not quite sure that is what I can do, although I can of course use a system command, but that is not going to work on the other board. So that is what I have to find out. In the meantime, this is working, and as you can see, with these LEDs there's no way of the intended LED play. So up to the next step. For the thought to execute a system remotely, I am trying to combine two commands. The first one is to have a command SSH secure shell have executed a command on the remote system, and I want to do that from within C++, and for that I found here a nice system call. So this is what I'm going to try, and of course I have to end it with a semicolon. So this is what I'm going to try. Will it fail? I have no idea. And there's no luck here. And it does not accept the py suffix, which is too bad, because when I look here it does need it, and this is the exact call that I want to have executed from here. And also it says expected a bracket before sudo. Somehow I can understand it, because I'm using here at this very space a double quote. So what if I do it different? and replace both double quotes inside it with a single quote. Next attempt. And this time it looks like it compiled at least without an error. But will it work? Here it doesn't run. And now I'm going to try to start it. Yes. Ouch, I need a password. That's a nice one. Okay, but anyway, so I need to get that one fixed. What is happened here? Nothing. So I first need to fix this, how to change the password. Once I get that done, I can try another time. So let's try to fix that. Alright, so considering the way my Raspberry Pi 1 is being set up, I am first using SSH to my own account on the remote system. Then I change directory to the PI home directory, and then I execute the Python program, I hope. So let's once again compile, hopefully correct, and then yes, let's do something. And this is not what I intended to do. Not at all, because now I am actually at the other system and not executing this. Ouch. Back to the drawing board. So cancel the program. So what I should do, yes, I know what I should do. I have to do some remote commands, and that is what I did in the beginning. So I insert a quote here, then a quote here, one quote here, and one quote here, and this then should be doing quite okay. So let's try again. Once I have killed this one. Once again the password. Is it doing now something? because I should be reading GPIO 6. Is it doing that? Yes, it does. It reads GPIO 6. And also uh, 17. Does it read 17? Which should be here. Please let it read 17. But it's all 6. It's not entirely what I anticipated. So let's go here. And find out if it actually is working. I don't think it is, to be honest. So what it should read from the other side is GPIO 6, 17, and what was it again? 23. So I am afraid the answer is it doesn't work this way. Okay, I'll have to look back into the SSH command. Which is here. It looks quite fine, but maybe I've forgotten something. Let me check. I have changed a little bit in the command structure. This is still the same. Change directly to the PI home directory. Then I have asked for some confirmation that I'm really there, and then the internet command. And compilation went fine. I do change to a home PI, but then I get this, as if there is nothing to be run or something. However, going here, this is the exact same command, which tells me that I'm actually here, and I do execute the program which is happening. And this is the RPi1 side. Going back to the RPi2 side, let's try again. It asks for the password. Then it shows I am actually here, and then it says sorry, no TTY present. So while the RPi2 side is very clearly working, the RPi1 side doesn't work like this, and only when I say okay, do it, only then you see that the RPi1 side is working, which is not what I want. Well, I want it working, but not this way. So with this experiment, a little bit disappointing. I am convinced that this is the only way I can actually start them at the same time, or more or less. I just need to have this fixed somehow, and that is the only way I think I can do the LED play, and that is what I still intend to do. So what I did this time was fixing this the code. So this is actually no, so this is actually the same as this, provided that the program on the RPi1 side is working as well, or running as well, I should say. And well, this needs to be fixed, but that is for another time. So for now, thank you for watching, and certainly to be continued.